Ding dong, 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 ding.
Here we are in the boxcar again, Don and Greg, Don and Greg. We meet every week and we hope to eat something besides our legs, besides our legs, besides our legs. Almost the holiday time. We're friends and we don't mind hanging with each other in a boxcar, 'cause we're buddies, boxcar buddies.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
Those goddamn bells.
Them goddamn bells. What?
How many Christmas bells do you think could possibly exist in the world?
Probably 4,000.
So many.
As many churches as there are in the world.
We will never be able to squash that sound out of existence.
We'll
you know what I mean?
never be able to eradicate the Christian race.
Exactly. They've already won. Hi, everyone. We normally start on a positive note. This is not typical, but this is the Boxcar Buddies.
It's the Boxcar Buddies. It's 2018, baby.
Yeah! I'm Don. This is Greg.
Greg.
And we are here. We meet every week when we can. We like to talk about content that we've absorbed somehow that we can. And this is the last episode of 2017. We are just on the cusp of a new year.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
It's right around the corner.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either.
I can't believe we've made it.
I can't believe we've only been doing this show for a month.
We have, and we're still alive.
We did it.
We keep finding boxcars. There's food. We've made so many new friends.
We have a lot of new friends now. A lot of new enemies too.
Definitely. You can't. I mean, it's hard to have just one or the other. But
I want to start this episode off, since we're starting the new year so soon. I want to say that this new year, I'm going to make a promise not to make so many enemies.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. That's your resolution?
That's my resolution this year.
Okay.
That and to fulfill the blood debt.
Good. I'm sure your dad will be happy to hear that, and I'm happy to hear your commitment to making fewer enemies, because I'll tell you, walking down the street, not as easy as it used to be. I'm ducking. I feel like there's a target on my back.
I'm sorry that you've decided to ally yourself with me.
I'm affiliated. Everyone knows we're affiliated.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm okay with that, though.
I mean, you're my better half in this show.
We're buds.
You're the sound of resolution. I'm the voice of
antagonism. You have to get at people. You have to get at people.
I just like stabbing people,
just digging in their ribs. So, what we like to do on happy days, Greg and I'll meet. One of us is in charge of getting a boxcar, off of a rail yard somewhere, preferably one that's not in use or will, be noticed as missing.
Mm-hmm. This time it's Donnie.
That was me. This time I pulled one of the holiday-themed CTA cars right off of the track. And, okay, so I broke my own rule.
Very jolly in here.
I broke my own rule because I know this one's going to be known as having gone missing. So we're going to have to get out of here as soon as we're done.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get away with it because, it's been nonstop playing the Nutcracker for days.
I know. And it's only now that, that we both just before we started recording here, that we both just went nuts on the speakers. Only now is it here. See?
No.
There we go. And back off again, though. See, because I don't want to have it having play. I can't have it playing even in that weird, different state of Nutcracker after we beat the crap out of the speakers.
If I listen to that song again, I swear to God, my New Year's resolution will be to die before 2018.
You did tell me that you feel like you're hearing the Nutcracker songs
everywhere I go. It's like a tiny voice in the back of my head, because I went out a couple days ago to eat, found some nice garbage. I'm chowing down. I'm using the trash can lid as like a saucer. And I'm going to town, and all of a sudden I just hear in the back of my mind, kill yourself, you should die. And I keep looking around, I'm like, who's fucking with me?
Who's saying this stuff?
I haven't seen Dawn in a couple days.
Those aren't the lyrics, yeah.
There are no lyrics in the Nutcracker.
Right.
It's just a bunch of notes.
Totally orchestral.
And I kept going on with my day. And I found a nice pile of trash that I'm going to sleep in. I tuck myself into the bag.
It's a win.
Cover myself with a couple cans. I'm ready to go to sleep.
Nice and toasty.
And then it comes back.
Why aren't you dead? Why aren't you dead? You should fucking kill yourself. You shouldn't be alive anymore. You are a disgrace to humankind.
I'm like, who keeps singing this?
It's rhythmic. It's the lyrics are at least to the song and everything. It's a bummer that's
too
just
freaky.
It is.
It sounds real.
And just as you're trying to lay down to go to sleep, too. I mean, talk about
it's
the
like
opposite of a holiday
that there's
message.
Silence.
Oh, so it's just always. It's like the soundtrack of the inside of your mind right now.
It just keeps going on.
That's brutal.
So you depressed piece of shit, why aren't you dead right now?
That's horrible. I'm sorry to laugh. It's just that must be so hard.
Thank you.
This is happening now inside your head as we're here in the Boxcar talking.
Like someone got like one of those wind up ballerina toys that plays Nutcracker music, but the wind up part broke and it doesn't stop.
Just looping.
It just keeps going forever.
We got to get you checked out, man.
He tried to sell me car insurance.
to the rhythm?
To the rhythm of the Nutcracker.
Do you ever feel like you're not covered? Like that?
Exactly. Exactly. It's non-stop.
This sounds like a problem. We're going to have to get you some meds.
You should really buy some car insurance. You look like you need some help. You don't take care of your Honda Civic. You should buy some money stuff so your car doesn't crash into a dumpster, you drunk fuck.
Well, that's the holiday spirit there.
It's the holiday spirit there in the back of my brain.
Well, we're going to get that figured out for you. So as I said, this is a holiday extra festive Boxcar today. We got lights all on the in and outside. There is a Santa, like red and white bulbs. There's a gigantic lit up Santa right on the outside of the car, so it was really easy to spot, I put
Robot's head on top of him just to act as a guard dog.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
Here, check this out. Hey, Robot!
Yes, Father. How can I be of assistance?
So weird.
Oh.
That's disturbing.
I didn't add the ho 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 part. He just does it because he thinks it's cute.
Oh, well, that's again the AI. He's thinking, which is fun.
Come over to the Holly Jolly truck.
No.
We're staying here.
Stop
Robot.
it.
Thank you.
Quiet.
But it's cool. Hey, nice touch. I'm glad that you did get involved in the decorating. I mean, I
had to do something. I mean, you did the majority of the work.
Well,
I watched you drag this from the train yards.
Well, yeah. Which
I mean, it was kind of
easy.
hard. It was kind of hard to like not notice because you did go down like Broadway with iron chains.
Yes.
And just dragged it by your teeth.
And this Boxcar, it's got its own circuit, so it's powered. Even when I was dragging it down Broadway, it was still lit up. Like I don't have to plug this in to keep these lights going and to power robots. Somehow the power system, like the circuitry's just closed off.
You know
and
why?
It still has power.
You know why? I bet you it's powered by the laughter of children.
Oh. You think
Or
so?
maybe it's got like some outsourced battery power. I don't fucking know. I'm
Maybe,
not an engineer.
maybe. Yeah, I know. And I didn't even look underneath it. You know how there's like always that door underneath something to put the batteries in?
Yeah.
I didn't even look to see if there's a battery door on the bottom of this car. I dragged it through the streets. It was still lit up. And there was the Nutcracker music going through it. I had to drag it through Boys Town. It was really difficult. I encountered a lot of people who were interested in this Boxcar.
Got a lot of guys from Boys Town trying to get onto the Holly Jolly truck.
Hey, where are you taking that? This is a party. What's up?
Or are you fighting them off? Just like, no, this is my Boxcar.
It's my home. Don't you see? Yeah, so I did that, but they were
You're very
like...
intimidating right now, too.
Well, I mean, I haven't eaten in some time, and
It doesn't help that your wool hat looks like a Yeti face, too.
Well, I found it. Beggars can't be choosers, and I just picked it up off the street, and
badgers can't be choosers.
Badgers can be choosers. They're not afraid of anything. They can choose whatever they want to do.
Yeah, they can choose to take a choo-choo train to a train. I'm going to stop.
Choose to chew on some Wolverine leg, right?
Yes.
Anyway, I dragged it through Boys Town. It was all messed up, and now I got it here. I feel like my body's weakened, but my mind is racing. I'm not really sure why. It could be those pills I found at the bottom of this car when I first picked it up.
Pills?
Yeah, there were some pills just rolling around. Not the bottle was in here, but the pills were outside of the bottle, so everything was rolling around the car. And on
Like, do you have that bottle or just the pills?
No. Bottle's right over here. Yeah.
Let me see that.
Yeah, here you go. There's the pill bottle. And so I just popped the 2 that were rolling around the floor outside of it. And I've kind of been on this kick for the last, 6 or 7 hours. It really made the last leg of the journey with the Boxcar go a lot smoother.
Now, I may not be great with the English language,
I don't think anyone would accuse you of that.
but I think this is Viagra. You've just been... Yeah, this is straight up Viagra, dude.
I've been popping the... They were blue. They were blue. Huh.
How many have you taken, Don?
Well, now that you mention it, I've been feeling lightheaded, and like I said, I haven't eaten. But now that you mention it, I've been rock hard, like for half the day.
Yeah.
See that? Right
I don't want to.
Right there, buddy.
I
didn't realize
that's
that.
a Jack in the Box I want nothing to do with.
Happy holidays. Sorry.
I
So
didn't.
I didn't
That's not
mean
even a
to.
Jack in the Box. This is Charlie in the Box. He's huge.
But I didn't know those were. Yeah, just get rid of that bottle.
Fuck that.
I didn't know they were Viagra. I thought they were energy pills. I thought it was like, vibe. Like, I just thought it said
Well,
vibe.
I mean, you're basically a human vibrator right now. I could see you pulsing.
I feel more alive with the holiday spirit than I ever have. I've been just like running around. As you can see, I don't even want to have my pants on anymore.
No, Don, please
take
keep.
these off.
No,
I'm taking them
Don.
off.
Oh, you
There we go.
are. Can the human
That's
penis
better.
be that red?
I mean, it is.
That's maroon. It looks bruised.
It's very sensitive.
Dude,
it's very sensitive.
It's like a horse cock.
Yeah, but it's free of the pants now. I think that's going to help me a lot. I feel so much better having those pants off.
It's shaking.
Yeah, this is weird.
I know of a way to assist.
No, robot.
Thank you anyway, but I'm good.
You continue being Santa.
Yeah, and I'm all. I don't think.
Are you sure I can be your little ho?
Very nice, but no, thank you. I think it's I need to see a doctor for sure. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and put these pants back on because I feel bad.
Thank you.
No, please keep it off, baby.
Go away. That's better, but I loosened them a little bit now. As you can see, I just kind of tied them around the waist area.
Oh,
and
you
my
tied
legs
your
are
dick around
exposed.
your thighs there?
Yeah, I just strapped it to the right thigh. My legs are still exposed. These pants were. I mean, these were ripping up anyway.
Well,
so
it looks
this
like your
probably
thigh is shaking. It's. Ugh.
Yeah. Anyway, so what we do is we talk about some content that we managed to absorb. Greg, it's been a little while since I saw you last.
Yeah,
It
been a while.
feels like it's been a while since because normally we'll still touch base over the
tips.
over the gap of time between recording these things. But this particular time, like I hadn't seen you.
Yeah, so
the whole time.
Yeah, you remember that battle I had with Draco?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Speaking of,
well done. By the way,
Thank
you
you.
you scared him off,
you.
and
it was.
I don't know.
It was. I gotta say, I think I've been gifted because I mean, like, not only just like you, but I have. I have a bit of a
Wow,
throbbing, glowing.
Your leg
too.
is still glowing. Your knee, the mushroom is still in there, and it doesn't look like it's dimmed at all.
Yeah, it's been my personal little nightlight, and
That is so cool.
I gotta say, like, I don't know, I feel strong.
Yeah, it looks really
I've
strong.
been flaking a lot though. I don't know why.
Yeah, oof, those are coming off a lot of the time. What do you do? You have to do that?
Ooh, I don't want to do like it's not like I
compulsion?
don't have a choice.
It's
but,
a compulsion.
Like, I like doing it.
Oh. Okay, well maybe, oh, good lord.
Sorry, I'm a little stuck in my
Yeah, I
fingernails.
got a little sod on the fairway there.
Yeah, but I don't know whatever that like byproduct is, but this leg is a threat, baby.
Oh, yeah.
It's a threat.
Well, you kicked a dragon in the face and got him to go away.
Yeah,
That's a powerful leg.
It kind of made hunting for Gollum much easier because I feel light on my feet.
So you've been looking for Gollum? You started to,
I've
taking the
been
fight to
tearing
him?
through Bridgeport.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely destroying it. Half of Bridgeport is on fire.
Hey, you got to be thorough. You have to be thorough.
I gotta find him.
That guy, he hides in crevices.
Yeah.
He's anywhere.
But I'm down in the south side, and I'm kicking ass. I'm looking around, kicking dumpsters around, and I stumble across this it's this total hole in the wall video game store, one of those vintage stores. Mm-hmm. And the guy said, "If you promise not to destroy my store, you can take one game from me for free." I was like, "Oh, great! This is perfect." So I'm walking around, I'm stumbling around, and I come across something that I didn't even know you could find so cheap.
What did you find?
I found a PS3 copy of Nier.
Nier. Not far.
But not far.
Nier.
Do
you think your glowing leg had anything to do with you stumbling onto this Ukrainian underground video game trade?
Yes and no. I think it
probably didn't hurt your chances, right?
No, I think it was a perfect quinky dink.
Okay.
The perfect chance for me to strut my power and get free stuff.
I just see even with pants on, you can still see the glow coming from your left kneecap.
Yeah, dude.
So I think it's interesting to me.
It's like keeping flashlight mode on your phone all the time.
Yeah, and people have got to be wondering, you can't ignore that. You're just walking down the street and it's like a light's coming out of your leg.
I mean, I've stopped trying to hide it. You know how superheroes always hide their secret identity? I'm fuck that.
No.
I'm gonna Tony Stark this shit.
Let people know.
Here comes Mushroom Leg Greg.
Own it. Mushroom Leg Greg. That's you now.
He's coming.
That's
he's coming
man.
for you.
Go ahead and travel at night.
He's gonna light up his foot and he's gonna karate chop your face with his heel.
Light up your life.
I don't think you can do karate chops with kicks. But
karate kick.
Yeah.
Woo. So Ukrainian man led you to Nier.
He led me to Nier. So, are you aware of the director Yoko Taro?
Define aware.
Have you ever played any of his previous games, including the Drakengard series?
I have not.
So, Yoko Taro is an incredibly weird, until recently, out there director for Square. The very first game that he actually got free reins to direct is a PS2 hack and slash called Drakengard. And it's really well regarded for its weirdness. It's a very uncomfortable game.
How so?
The entire plot involves characters with moral ambiguity, where the main character Kaim, he's the prince of this nation, and his sister is the goddess. She's essentially this magical being that protects the world from evil magics. She's one of 5 seals. The final one has to be human.
Seals
Yes, 5. She is
that run the world.
She is a giant talking seal.
Here's your tuna. Okay. Sorry, probably not that kind of seal.
No, but it's a dark and horrible world. Kaim, the main character, is a vicious psychopath. He loves bloodlust. He loves murder. He loves the feeling of killing things.
Okay.
And the whole game is really uncomfortable. All the main characters are kind of unlikable. There are 4 main playable characters. One is a pedophile.
Oh.
And another one is a serial killer who eats children.
These are the playable characters.
These are the playable characters.
So it's not like an anti-hero like a Wolverine or a Lobos.
It's an anti-JRPG style story.
Yeah, it's like you're playing from the point of view of a villain, of an unsympathetic character.
Where what they're doing is good, in quotations, what they're doing is for the good of the world, but they do it in their way.
It's a Suicide Squad kind of a feel to it, right?
But with horrible people.
Cool.
Straight up horrible people.
Pedophile, man. That's irredeemable.
And Kaim's sister is also deeply in love with him.
Oh, God. Brother-sister love?
Uh-huh.
Weird.
And Yoko Taro does writing styles like this to attack them, because he hates the little sister trope in Japanese media. So he creates this character with the idea of making her suffer.
What's the little sister trope? I think I know what
The
you're talking about.
little sister trope is like the brother and sister relationship of like they're best friends, and the little sister always looks up to the big brother, and the little sister like falls in love with the big brother. It's a lot,
in a way, yeah.
It's a lot of Japanese anime and manga kind of stuff does that.
Sounds
and
a little weird.
It's creepy,
Yeah.
and he hates that it's in mainstream. He's like, why?
Yeah,
this isn't normal. This is fucked up.
Exactly.
This is incest.
So he picks on that.
He picks on a lot of taboo topics like that. But setting up for Nier, Yoko Taro is one of the most fuck you directors
Love it.
in games media. Like, I fucking adore him. He's so off the cuff and weird. The end of Drakengard.
I like his name a lot.
His name is great.
Yoko
Taro. At the end of Drakengard, there's 5 different endings, and they're like different universe endings of like, what happened if you decided to do this at this junction?
Oh, cool.
The story changes. The final ending in the original Drakengard is a massive middle finger to everything, because instead of being a hack and slash mission like the rest of the game, it's a rhythm boss.
Oh.
That is notoriously almost impossible to do.
Really? A rhythm boss, like you mean like what, like a DDR style of play?
It's you have to press 2 buttons in time with the boss, and if you're hit once, you die.
Oh, okay. So it's real difficult.
It's really fucking difficult.
But like the play seems simplistic.
Yeah.
Because you're just matching up with the rhythm.
But people saw that ending as the joke ending, because essentially what happens is the big bad boss you're fighting teleports you to a different dimension, and you and the dragon fly into this world ready to kill it, and the dragon notes like, what? Is this the land of the gods? And the screen goes black, and there's a single word on screen. Tokyo. So they end up in modern day Tokyo. That ending is the beginning of Nier.
Oh, cool.
Essentially like a big old fuck you, like, hey, you know that joke ending that all of you hated from Drakengard?
Right. That's where this game's
Canon.
starting. Yeah.
Canon with Nier.
Yeah.
So Nier is also another fuck you to traditional JRPG games. The big thing is the main character is this gross elderly man. He's like in his early 40s named Nier. And the plot revolves around Nier protecting his daughter. So it's really different from the standard like hero where it's like, oh, it's this plucky young boy who's protecting his little sister. No, this time it's like, you're a dad. You're a daddy, and you're ugly. You're ugly.
Everyone hates you.
Yeah, but this world takes place thousands of years after Earth has been fucked up by that event of the Drakengard ending, where essentially, like, human beings are caught with a disease called white chlorination syndrome, where people turn into salt.
Oh. Didn't that happen to Stevie? What happened to One-Eyed Stevie?
Yeah,
He just turned into salt.
he did. He just,
I used him, like on my ravioli the next day.
You did? That's,
Yeah.
Ew, that's gross.
Dude.
I mean,
didn't
using
feel-
him as salt is essentially like grabbing a box of like baking soda that's been sitting in your fridge for like 10 years.
I didn't feel the least bit bad about it. Ugh. Gave the seasoning to my meal that I was desiring, and it was the only time I had any interaction with One-Eyed Steve that I felt good about. Felt like he contributed something.
For those who don't know, One-Eyed Steve was a former doctor at the Free Clinic that I like to hang out at, and
he refused me many a time.
you should have brought your insurance.
I don't have any.
Well, that's probably why he turned you down.
Yeah, well.
But he basically went crazy.
Yeah.
After a hobo accidentally stabbed him in the eye.
Yeah. So he
Who that hobo is, who knows? He could be anywhere.
He
could be you.
anywhere.
He could be me.
It wasn't
It
me.
might be. It's not me.
Okay, it's not me either.
not me.
Okay, good.
I can swear to you, it is not me.
I was
promise.
I was cool with him until he lost the eye. Then he went totally off the rails, and that's when him and I started to have a beef.
Yeah.
But
But yeah,
then I put that beef right into a ravioli, and then once he died, I salted him. I salted it with him.
He was fucking around with some science shit, and it looks like he just turned into pure salt.
Yeah, he was. I came to the alley where he was normally hanging out, and it was just his little metallic lab table, and just like a little pile of salt under his dirty lab coat.
Yeah.
So we all just took that to mean he turned into salt.
Anyway, back to Nier.
Sorry. Yeah, continue.
But Nier is about so it's a world full of things called shades, and the human race is dying. Mm-hmm. So Nier is basically like a bounty hunter / mercenary who fights off these monsters and shit, and does a bunch of like tasks and whatever for like a lot of. The game makes you do a lot of fetch quests, but it does it for a reason.
Because you're a dad.
Because you're a dad, but it also wants to put you in that false sense of, here's a standard Western-style JRPG.
Yeah, just do these
before
things.
the main story kicks in and says, fuck you.
It's not that.
It is not that. Fuck you.
Uh-huh.
And it's certainly dated with its gameplay. Its sequel came out early 2017, Nier Automata.
Okay.
But that had the luxury of also being a Platinum game. Platinum Industries or Platinum Games is a game company well known for its action games.
Oh, I see.
So they
Do you have
get
an example?
Transformers Devastation, Mad World.
Okay.
No More Heroes, Bayonetta.
Bayonetta. There you go. Played that not that long ago. Yeah, I love that game.
It's those guys. And they get their hands on like IPs that need that extra push of, we need better gameplay. Mm-hmm. And they were tasked with joining for Nier Automata, which is the direct sequel to Nier. And it works out because Nier Automata just feels better. And it sucks because I played Automata first before playing the original Nier. You don't need to play both of them to get the full story. It helps because Yoko Taro is a big old fuck you to conventional storytelling. But Nier it's a fascinating game, and its graphics and its gameplay are a little meh. It's pretty meh, but it's just like Drakengard, where its story and characters are so compelling because it's done in such an unconventional way that it makes the world feel really alive.
Cool.
And plus the other main characters, Kaine and Emil, are fantastic. They're great. They add a great dynamic to the story. And it's really odd of like, he tackles a lot of subjects that were kind of taboo with Japanese role-playing games, because two of the main characters, one is a hermaphrodite and the other is openly gay.
Okay.
And it's not a big deal. It doesn't shove it down your throat. You find out about it. You don't find out about it in the main story. You find out from like reading stories and learning more about the characters.
Through like sub.
It's a lot of subtlety.
Yeah.
It's a lot of subtle storytelling, but like behind the scenes.
Cool.
Of character motivation, and it makes the game so real, and it makes the world feel so real.
Yeah, subplots like that always do a great job of adding other layers to the world, and just that makes it, as you said, it engrosses you even more. So I love it when games like Skyrim or Fallout, you go in and you read a computer in the wasteland, or you find these books in Skyrim, and there's all these stories of like different lore and what these cultures believe, and just that kind of attention to detail makes a world come to life so much more. It pulls you in. So that's cool.
And I'm really happy that I finally got to play this game, because I love Yoko Taro's storytelling. I think the only game of his I don't like is Drakengard 3.
Yeah.
The Drakengard sequels aren't good. Like, the first game is impossible to get back to now, because it's an early PS2 game. It's really fucking hard to get back into it.
I gotcha.
Because it was a Dynasty Warriors clone.
Okay.
There's two parts to that gameplay where, like, you play the dragon flying in the air, and the dragon gameplay is fucking cool.
That sounds
because you
fun.
play a big fucking dragon blowing up ships and monsters.
Hell yeah.
But the on-ground, like, hack and slash stuff, Snooze.
I never really got into Dynasty Warriors because of that aspect of those games. It felt like so repetitive of just running into crowds.
There's no combo system. It's just squares.
Yeah. You
press square,
mashing the same button over and over again. It's just not satisfying in that way. But.
Nier is a little bit like that. You can still use the triangle button, and depending on the weapon you equip, you can change up your combos. Automata just does it better because it's Platinum Games, where combos are really, really seamless and fun and goofy and wacky. But Nier, I think, is a fantastic game. Not for its gameplay, though sometimes he does fuck around with gameplay to add to story. And he's just brilliant. He's a brilliant director. It's really hard for, I would say, a casual player to get into, because you're probably going to get into what the fuck was that?
Yeah, so the world, you're telling the world of Nier is contiguous from Drakengard, right?
It is.
So it's
kinda.
So I'm imagining there are references to Drakengard.
The only real reference to Drakengard they have is the fact that the main character and the dragon die. Because they at the end of that joke ending for Drakengard, when you beat that boss and you blow up the monster that causes the disease, 2 fucking fighter jets fly by and blow you up.
Damn.
And the final shot of the game is you see the dragon and your body, the playable character Kaim, falling from the sky covered in ashes because they're fucking dying.
Damn.
It's dark.
That sounds rough.
He is really good at being dark, but also he has this really wicked sense of humor where it can be a little too much sometimes, where you're like, this is a really serious moment, and it's downplayed by you cracking a joke.
Jeez.
He's a hard sell, but I would say if you're really sick and tired of stereotypical JRPG storylines, Nier is such a different monster.
Cool.
That I would easily recommend it. It's for PS3 and Xbox 360.
How long did it take you to play through?
I'm still not done.
Oh, okay.
Because there are multiple endings. You have to replay the game 3 times, and each of them getting different. I'm not finished with the first playthrough yet.
Okay, I see.
So I want to say that this game, the first playthrough is going to be the longest, because you have to do all the side quests and shit, because it makes you do all that stuff in the beginning. But the second and third playthroughs are much easier to go through. So I want to say in total it's 30 to 40 hours.
Okay, that sounds fun.
If you only do story. It's a fascinating game. And if you like it, play Nier Automata, because that game is phenomenal.
Cool.
It's about existentialism and cute robots.
Fun.
Yeah.
We got a cute robot up there, don't we?
Yes, thank you. How about you take that rock hard erection up here? I'll give you an automaton.
No, robot, thank you. I appreciate the offer, but I'm just going to keep it strapped to my leg. I think that's probably best.
Why must you be so far when you can be near?
Good pun!
Very funny. Very
Good
funny,
one.
robot.
You're really funny, robot.
At least you're listening. Thank you.
Wow. You know what? Nope. Hey, robot.
You're gonna take him
Robot,
down.
why don't you
He's going to take him
why don't
down
you tell
now.
me the weather right now?
Well, it is
13 degrees and
Wow, that's rough. Really just handled him right there.
He'll be quiet for the rest of the night.
That's excellent. Well, speaking of fascinating games, I also jumped on the train of one. It was kind of an interesting way that it came about. I won't go into super detail, but basically I was trying to get through, trying to escape from a hardware store.
Yeah.
And in the basement there was an Xbox. And somehow the basement door leading upstairs became locked, and I was trapped down there for a day.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so
What?
I didn't really have any, there wasn't any food. I could have broken, I was going to wait until after dark to break the window and
there's
escape.
plenty of sawdust. Did you eat the sawdust?
I did. I ate the sawdust. I ate, there was a lot of paper. So I ended up crumpling some paper and just wadding that and putting it into my mouth. There were ice cubes.
You just chipmunked it?
Yeah.
Just kept filling your mouth with paper?
That's it. And I played that little game where it's like, how many wads of paper can you fit in your mouth at one time? And I was just like, I got to like 6, and then I started coughing a lot. Still haven't really recovered from that. But anyway, there was an Xbox and a TV down there, and so I was waiting until after dark, and I just fired it up. And what was on there was this game called Never Alone. And it's this game about the Inupiaq people or Inuits, like Eskimos up in northern Alaska. And the game was really interesting. It's pretty short. It took me like 3 or 4 hours to play through. Yeah. And it's episodic. But the story of the game follows a legend of the Inupiaq people. It has to do with a little girl who gets separated from her village, and when she comes back after trying to after running from a polar bear and being saved by an Arctic fox, she goes back to her village to find it all burned down. She has, she gets affected by this like evil. She runs into this evil guy who burnt down her village.
An evil Inuit god.
Yeah, he has a big he's a person, but he's got like a giant mask on, and he just also loves like carnage. He loves killing people and burning villages and all that.
I mean, I do too, but you don't see me being all proud about it.
And not just up in northern Alaska either. That's something people don't have a ton up there, man.
Yeah,
you're torching somebody's teepee. It's like that's everything.
Oh fuck, my igloo's gone.
Exactly.
Shit, you ate all my seal skin.
That was my caribou coat. You fucked that up. So anyway,
I got that from Abercrombie and Fish.
Abercrombie and Fish, yum tuna. So anyway, the story of the game follows this little girl, and this legend is what they're told and stuff. But what's really cool about it is that the style of the game is basically like a museum exhibit come to life. The museum. Imagine being in the Field Museum or any one of those
like
natural
Night at the
history.
Museum? With Ben Stiller
and Robin Williams.
Oh my god!
Kind of like that,
and
except
the
entertaining.
sequel with Hank Azaria.
Yeah, a little more entertaining though, I think, and not going for like stupid jokes and.
So the monkey doesn't poop on anything.
No, and you actually
the caveman doesn't die in the sun.
You actually enjoy playing it as opposed to not enjoying watching it.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, I really did like it, and I thought the way comparing it to a museum, what I mean is that it's like, you know how you're going through the exhibit and there are these glass windows and they show you like dolls and wax figures of these people hunting buffalo and like or whatever the cultures are, and there's like a little snapshot of it below on like a cardboard cutout or like some kind of thing that you would just read, like a pamphlet. And then there's also these videos that you can press play and you can watch like short little videos, and they've got interviews and someone going like, "Hey, this is what the culture was like. Oh, if you could only see it." And then they
if you could only be in the Inuit lifestyle,
right.
You could see how cold and horrible it was.
We love the snow, and like that kind of stuff.
We never had sex with each other.
It was too cold. Our penises turned inward, and that's where the word Inuit came from. Inward penises. No, that's not what happened. But if it had, you would have found out about it by playing this game because it's really informative that way. So anyway, you basically
do they do the close up of the shriveled penis like going inside the body?
Yeah, it's like a reverse Resident Evil boss reveal. You know
those like tube worms that like show up on Reddit every now and again. You know how they spit out all that white stuff? It's essentially the same thing.
In Rewind, you see it like getting sucked up, and then the peep just like splits inward and goes and just tucks inside, and then all of a sudden it's like a big man-eating plant. It's weird. Well,
you don't have to worry about that part because you are still.
I'm still out throbbing.
Jesus Christ, you're like made of adamantium. Jesus.
I know. I am going to get that looked at after this though, because now
I'm amazed you're still standing.
It's
it looks
starting
like
to hurt.
all your blood flow is just going straight to your neck.
I can barely feel like my head or my face. I mean, I feel like it's
your fingertips are white, and I can't tell if that's from the cold or your lack of blood flow.
I can't feel anything. Here, feel them. Feel the fingers.
Oh my god, they're like wet noodles.
Yeah.
There's nothing in there.
Yeah, I know. And it's kind of, I can't even feel that. I can't feel it at all.
We might have to make a little slit, little drainage.
You think so?
And then you could drink the blood.
Okay.
Like the Inuits.
Okay. Just like them. And we'll do that. We'll do that after this. First thing, I will say I really liked Never Alone.
Uh-huh.
I felt I felt pulled into their culture. When you play the game, the unlockables are those little videos that I was mentioning from a museum. It's like you unlock a quick 2-minute, they call them cultural insights. And it's basically like you go through the game and you find these little owls, and when you find them, you're prompted to press like select, and then you can watch the video. That's the unlockable treasures of the game. So the game, as you're going through it, playing this legend of these people, you are unlocking little tidbits of their cultural heritage. You're finding out more and more about them, and you're hearing these stories told first person, as well as people who are like grandchildren of Inuit people. So they'll talk about their grandparents. One guy tells a story about his grandpa's Arctic fox, and he remembers what it was like as a kid to go visit his grandpa's igloo and get pestered by this, like, he compares the Arctic fox to like a spoiled child. He's like, it loved the snow, and you'd let it out and it would be prancing around, and then it would run back and like it would jump on him and like knock him over, and then he would like swipe it with snow and stuff. It's really a cute, and the game, you can tell, is based off of that story. It's inspired by that because the gameplay style is you are the little girl, and it's just a side scroller. You're like moving along and you're jumping and timing your jumps.
And you got your best friend, the Arctic fox.
Exactly. And you can play it co-op, where one of you can be both at the same time, or you can, if you're playing single player, you switch back and forth between the two.
That sounds like Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons.
Yes, it's a lot like that. So it's like there are some scenes where that you can't advance without using both the fox and the girl. You help each other get through a certain part. There's puzzles for how to advance a little bit, but for the most part, you're kind of running away from villains, or you're jumping like over these things and trying to time it out so that you're just trying to like advance, and then, you know, the way that it all panned out, you finish the story, you know, the legend is completed, but just after the few hours I spent playing it, what I really felt was, I felt closer to understanding like life in northern Alaska. I mean, it's obviously I was still warm, like in the bottom of this hardware store. I didn't have to like go cut.
But you understand. But you
up.
understand that feeling of needing to survive in the cold.
Yeah. It really
there's less snow, and there's definitely more urban stuff. But
yeah, it did a good job of pulling you into it, and I thought that style of revealing this culture's life and what it's like up there as you're playing through the game, it was really, really, it was cool. It was interesting, and I found it to be very engaging. I was like, it's a cool way to learn. You know, it was like an interactive museum exhibit. So I mean, you know, not a long game, and that was clearly the point of it, but I thought it was worth playing just because it expanded the mind a little bit. At least it did for me.
Damn.
But I've
look at you.
I've lost all that now.
You
that
feel,
expansion.
You feel woke?
I felt woke, but now that expansion is all in my dangle. You know?
Damn.
All the blood is down there.
It certainly is.
All this knowledge is just...
Is it getting bigger?
Yeah, we should make that slit. Let's go ahead and do this right now. I'm gonna do this.
I think we might need a doctor for this.
I'm gonna rip off the... I'm gonna rip off the
and
clothes.
again, there goes the pants.
Alright, and I'm gonna use this aluminum can that I got earlier, right here.
Oh, there's still beans in there?
Yeah, and you can still have them once I'm done using this.
No, give me the can. I'll give you the lid.
Okay, that's fine.
Give me. Yeah.
There you go, buddy. Yeah, I just need the lid. I just need the lid. Alright, this is gonna be... What do you think? Alright.
What?
You didn't save any for me? I'm hungry too, man.
I thought you brought...
No, I didn't bring anything! And I pulled this boxcar over here, my penis is throbbing, I gotta do something. I need energy, man.
Well, I mean...
Alright, wait.
Do you want to use the rest of this can as like a flashlight?
I want to at least drain my blood into it here. Alright, where should I make the slit?
Probably around like...
Base or the tip? What do you think?
I think the tip would be bad, because then you'd make a second hole.
Yeah.
Aim for one of the veiny parts.
Okay. Alright, here we go.
Just don't hit the balls.
Definitely not. Alright, I'm cupping them.
3, 2... Oh, I can't look.
Oh! There we go! There it is! Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Kleppen has now officially cut his own dick.
Oh, God! Ow!
Actually, in hindsight, I think this was a bad idea, because...
Oh, the lid was so jagged. Oh. Oh.
You know what? This might be bad in general because instead of the blood being flowed back to the rest of your body, now it's just going to that can.
Oh, I've got the can underneath me now. I'm just gonna drain it in there. Oh.
Is there enough room in that can?
It's filling up. It's filling up quick now.
It's getting close. It's getting close.
All right,
It's always like when you're on a road trip and you're like pissing in the Gatorade bottle.
I'm gonna cinch it up.
All right, yeah, just. Well,
sorry about that.
Well, now you've made yourself some fresh dick wine.
Fresh dick wine indeed.
Yeah.
Care for some?
No, thank you. I'm good.
I'll save it.
I'm not a fan of red wines. No. I like white.
I understand. A nice Zinfandel would be preferable.
I don't want infidels on this strain. No, thank you.
You're right. They must be believers. They better be believers.
If they gotta believe in the Inuit way, that's the only way you could get onto this strain.
Right. Get Inuit. That's what I say.
Are
you wondering? Are you wondering about where you're going in life? Get Inuit. Let's do this. Yeah, I say that as my can is filled up with penis blood. So, if that's what get Inuit means, I would understand why somebody might be hesitant. Your concerns are valid. Totally valid.
I'm sorry. I'm
in a lot of pain.
There's
delirious.
There's a lot of silence, so I'm hearing a lot of music in the back of my head.
You poor thing. God, we need help.
Don cut his dick. It's your fault. You let him do this. You let him cut his dick in half. He is gonna dry. Oh, blood loss.
Oh, I'm sorry. Every time I laugh, it squirts like a little more blood into the can. It hurts.
It's like a Capri Sun pouch where you accidentally don't hit the hole.
It's just a slash.
It's like you're
in the middle.
You're so close to the little hole that's already pre-made in it, but you hit the other half of it and like fuck, and then you put it in the right hole, and it's
now it's just a crooked smile, which is dribbling little Capri Sun juice down the front of the package. Yeah, it's just like that.
It's getting everywhere, man.
I know.
It's like a spray can.
It's horrible. My penis looks like the Joker from Batman right now. Just a red smile right along the base. That was a bad cut. The
next time you go see a doctor, you can ask him, you want to know how I got these scars?
I didn't think about that.
Let me tell you, it's a funny story. I cut my dick.
Sit down for this one, Doc.
I just feel like your doctor would be like, I think I understand what you did. You cut your dick, and it looks like you did it with something that was not a clean edge.
Greg.
Dude, I think you need another can. Hold on.
Yeah, this can is filling up, man.
Here you go, man.
Oh, thank you. Move that out of the way. There, that's better. Oof. Oh my God, this hurts so fucking bad.
Don, I don't think any human has that amount of blood in them.
Oh, I'm about to puke. I'm about to puke too.
Dude, like, holy shit. Whoa.
Oh. It's getting everywhere now.
Oh my God! Careful with the splashback, man. Well, anyway, I think I gotta take Donnie Boy to the free clinic. So
please
I'm gonna roll him out of here. I got a wheelbarrow around here somewhere. But in any case, if you are a fan of the Boxcar Buddies, well, guess what? We have all kinds of social media. You can keep in contact with us.
Greg, look, I'm splashing in it.
Don, this is up to our knees. What the hell? No human can bleed this much.
Look at this. Look at me splashing in it.
Don, stop it. I'm not playing Marco Polo. Oh, God. It's titty.
All right, I'm going to tie this up. I got to tie it up now.
Man, it would suck if I was a hemophiliac. But I'm pretty normal. Any case, if you want to follow what the Boxcar Buddies are doing, hit us up on our Facebook and Twitter pages. You can find us on facebook.com/BoxcarBuds podcast. And you can find our Twitter at BoxcarBuds. And if you want to send us any ideas, any things that you've been tickling around in, we check our email whenever we walk by the local gym, so we can actually pick up a Wi-Fi signal. Hit up our email, boxcarbuddyspodcast@gmail.com. Tom?
I can't swim! I can't swim, guys!
Don, there's 4 feet of blood in here.
We gotta get
Open the door! Open the door! This is like Little Nemo! Open the door!
Open the door!